Pete here with the Small Business Resource Center and the Small Business Resource Center YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We give information on business, stock tips, stimulus package, and of course, sadly, information about, unemployment because of the fact that people need help with that, and pandemic unemployment assistance. So if that's what you're looking for, smash the subscribe button. And for the YouTube algorithm, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you're returning, welcome back. Just want to go over some information about Pfizer. Pfizer, of course, is a stock that I've been very bullish about because of the vaccine, as well as far as being an investment. Right now, Pfizer is down 36.30, which is very surprising. And the reason I wanted to go over this is because when you're looking at news, it's just surprising. The news seems so fake, and a lot of people don't understand that, but that's the reality. CNBC in the morning said Pfizer has challenges with the coronavirus vaccine because of dry ice shipping and storage. Then they have another article on the same day that says the United States Postal Service readies dry ice for vaccine shipment. So I want to keep in mind what I mentioned. You could probably go to the Walmart, buy a Yeti, put dry ice in it, and you can store something in there and it'll be cold for a week. So this is something these companies have known about for quite a long time, and it's a challenge that, in my opinion, is not anything to be concerned about. But when they put out fake news, it causes things like stock markets to dip. I don't understand unless it's market manipulation. This is my opinion. So who knows? Maybe there's really a concern. Also, we're looking at Kantaro Biosciences. They basically have a startup, and they have a new antibody test. So if you had the coronavirus, it tests for the antibodies. That's supposed to be coming out this coming month. And there'll be a link in the NBC article if you're interested in reading more about that. From my last count online, it said 12.2 million cases in the U.S. of the coronavirus. That equaled 254,000 deaths, 170,000 cases reported in the last day, 3.7% of the population, and the last prior date was 1,427 deaths. And that's 0.08% of the population in the United States. So, in other news, I just wanted to report what Moderna had stated. They stated they're going to be selling their coronavirus vaccine for $37 per dose. And you need 2 doses for a treatment. Pfizer's deal with the United States was $19.50 per dose for the first 100 million. And they have another contract for 500 million additional doses. So when you're looking at them being competitive, there's been a little challenge, and they've been upset with the deal that they made with the United States because that's pretty low compared to what Moderna's charging. If you're looking at the numbers, Pfizer's initial deal with the United States is 11.7 million for 600 million doses. And that leaves 700 million doses because they said they can do 1,300,000,000 this year. When you're doing the math, that is a total of $37.6 billion in additional revenue. In my opinion, there's no reason why this stock should be going down, except for people who don't understand numbers. But who knows what's going to happen? They could go bankrupt tomorrow, right? I guess anything can happen. The Pfizer on Monday is applied for FDA emergency use authorization. I'm assuming that they're going to get approved this week. And they said by Friday they will be applying for emergency use authorization in England. Operation Warp Speed said they're ready to distribute 6.4 million doses, which are already available, within 24 hours after the FDA approval. So the 60 Minutes show, they, at the beginning of the month, said that they actually already have these vaccines in storage because they know they're effective and they're ready to distribute them. They're going to be prioritizing frontline workers, elderly, and veterans centers. So they're looking at the highest, people have the highest risk of death because of the coronavirus. And you also need 2 doses, 1 dose 21 days later, then you get a second dose for full treatment. There's a USA Today article that says Warren Buffett of Berkshire Hathaway is making a big bet on pharma companies. Who'd want to listen to that guy? The billionaire investor conglomerate revealed Monday that it had sizable stakes in pharmaceutical companies, while they have got rid of some stakes in Apple, not all of their Apple, and some of the banking stocks. So Berkshire Hathaway, they bought 21 billion shares of AbbVie. So I didn't look into that company, but I'm just relaying all the information. 22 billion shares of Merck, and 3.7 million shares of Pfizer, and 30 billion shares of Bristol Myers Squibb. You have to keep in mind that even though the coronavirus vaccine is something I'm bullish on, there are also other supporting companies that can be supplying bottles, syringes, etc. And all those companies encompass sales. And I'm not sure what all those companies are doing, but I'm just reporting the information that I'm reading right here. But, you know, Warren Buffett's probably not making a smart choice, I would have to think. Don't you think? You should listen to CNBC. Or StockTwits. That's probably a good one too. So NPR News, they basically, I'll have a link to this article too. They basically talked about an article with Pfizer, because there was, what I mentioned before that Trump said, was Pfizer seemed to be very upset in the deal they made with the government for $1.9 billion for the first 100 million doses, and the problem seems to be the price that they had quoted. Of course, they accepted the money and they signed a contract, and Trump stated, well, they signed a contract and they don't, I'm not saying that they're stupid, but they obviously have to be bound by the contract, and they probably want to charge more. But NPR News said that Feldman and others, including that Pfizer can't charge an unreasonably high price for this vaccine. And the pharmaceutical industry often disagrees with the interpretation of the law. And they, by the way, the companies have negotiated their Operation Warp Speed contract. So they obviously don't want to sell this for $19.50 per dose. Moderna is saying $37 per dose. And of course, that's almost twice the profit. So who knows what they're selling it for other countries, or what other things they're going to disclose. But that's why I have, looking at prices, that they're probably going to have somewhere in 30 billion in sales. So when you're looking at 30 billion in sales, there should be no reason why the stock should be dropping. Yeah, the projected revenue, 37.6 billion. I don't know what your thoughts on that are. Of course, you can see what's happening today. I personally think it's a buying opportunity, but this is for you to decide. This is basically for entertainment purposes only, not information to buy or sell any stocks or securities. If you want a practice account, or you're interested in opening up an account and want 3 free stocks that you can get at any time, I'm going to have a link in the description. It's going to be the first link. And the source information for everything that I found here is actually going to be in the article too. So if you're interested in where I'm getting the information, feel free to check those articles out. It's Pete with the Small Business Resource Center. Smash a like button. Let me know what you're interested in. And if you need help with anything, pandemic unemployment assistance, coronavirus information, business tips, let me know. I'm here to help. Have a great day. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving, because I might probably not making a video tomorrow, not unless they approve the vaccine.